From San Francisco, California, this is the Rock and Roll Geek Show. This is the story of my rock and roll butler.
Welcome to the Rock and Roll Geek Show. My name's Michael Butler. Thanks a lot for joining me. I really appreciate it. Today is Monday, August 21st, 2023, and it is 3:17 p.m. when I'm recording this episode. I just got off work, just got out of the shower. It is day 21 of the Dog Days of Podcast, and this thing is moving through fast, and I am enjoying it. I might be enjoying this year more than any other year. Yesterday I did the, hold on, let me take a sip of this. I just opened up the first beer of the day. It's the first sip of the day. Always the best, as they say. Oh, God, that's good. Oh, fine Tecate in the can. Oh, yes. Whew. Thank you for listening to the hour and a half Casey Rod Stewart Geek Out session last night. I had a good time doing it. I was drunk by the time I finished it and woke up with a hangover this morning. And I'm behind on my sleep. So this will definitely be a short episode. I have another show review. Thank you for the show reviews. Please keep them coming. I got a Nazareth show review last night. So please, friends, keep them coming. I am loving it. Right now, I have one from Paul Houston. I think this is from Paul Houston. Let me see here.
Hey, Michael Butler. How you doing? This is Paul Houston phoning in from South Africa.
I did not know Paul Houston was from South Africa. Hello, Paul. It's nice to talk. Nice to hear your voice. He's a member of the Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group, I'm pretty sure. Longtime friend of the show. I've known him for he's been in communication with me for a long time. So it was nice to hear from you, Paul Houston.
The show review of The Good, the Bad, and the Zugly.
Oh, I love that band.
From Stockholm, Sweden.
They toured South Africa.
This is a review I've been meaning to send in for a while. I'm only getting around to it now. So this dates way back to March the 17th, 2008 for a month.
Oh, wait a minute. What happened from 2023? Is that when let me rewind.
I was in Sweden on holiday for a month, visiting my brother.
Let me back it up here a little bit more.
To send in for a while. I'm only getting around to it now. So this dates way back to March the 17th, 2023.
Okay,
I was in Sweden
ago.
On holiday for a month, visiting my brother. A little bit of a backstory. So the first time I ever heard The Good, the Bad, and the Zugly was on your show. I think you played a song called Going Postal, which is a
Going Postal, yes.
killer song. Loved it. And then I kind of forgot about them. And then you'd play the odd song from time to time. And every time I heard them, I would think, yeah, this is a great band.
Their songs are catchy as hell, angry as hell, punk rock as hell. And they're just, everything about them is great.
I need to check them out. But for some reason, I never did. So
now watch him tell me they sucked. I don't know.
There was in Sweden, in Stockholm, I saw they were playing at a club called the Debaser. And I know
Debaser. I think I might have played Debaser in Stockholm with American Heartbreak.
As American Heartbreak played in Europe. Did you ever play that club?
I think we did.
Anyway, so it holds between 800, 500.
Yes, it was a huge club. It was a huge club. And when they play, after we finished, it was packed, but I don't think it was packed for us. But it was a packed place, and when they played DAD, Sleeping My Day Away, the place went crazy.
People, and it was packed. It was packed out. Pretty excited to see them. I hadn't been to see a show in a while because of COVID, and we don't get many touring bands here in South Africa and whatnot. So before the band came on, bit of buzz building up, and the DJ was playing music over the PA, obviously, and then Sleeping My Day Away by
Holy shit! Am I clairvoyant? I swear to God, I did not listen to this show review. Wow. That is something, man. Let me rewind that.
And then Sleeping My Day Away by DAD came on, and the place kind of erupted. It was really cool to see. Everybody got really excited. Everybody was singing the chorus.
Oh,
and then later in the evening, in between the bands, he played City of Satan as well, which is...
I don't know that.
I didn't really know that song, but the place also seemed to erupt. Is that Turbo Negro? I'm not sure.
Oh, yeah.
The opening band was a local band. I'd heard afterward they played. It was their third gig only. It was like kind of like sort of pop punk stuff. It was okay. Not bad for a band that had only been a new band. That was their third gig. So then bit of a break, and then The Good, the Bad, and the Zugly came on, and fuck, they were incredible. I mean,
good.
It was a good light show. Sound was good.
It's a nice club, right? 'Cause, yeah, the place we played was a super nice club with a big high stage.
Look on Setlist FM, and I couldn't find a set list. There was only a partial set list. But from what I can remember, since then, getting into them a bit more, they played songs like "What's My Rage Again," "Bridget."
Hold on, here we go. A little bit. "What's My Rage Again." Here we go. I'm not going to play this song. I'll play a song after this show review's over. I'm not going to geek out again. I don't have that much time.
Tunnel Guy, The Kids Are Alt-Right.
Oh, that's a good one too.
Nostradamus.
Nostradamus is a good one.
Dimension.
All their songs are great. One Dimensional Man.
And Original Incel, Corporate Rock, Fuck the Police.
Yeah.
The singer was fucking cool. I mean, he was speaking.
He reminds me a little bit of Keith Morris, and a little cross between Keith Morris and Henry Rollins.
In either Swedish or Norwegian in between the songs, but everybody seemed to understand him. And he was speaking for long in between songs, and people were laughing and heckling him and whatnot. But he was cool. He was jumping in the crowd surfing, lots of crowd surfing going on. Everybody around me seemed to.
I don't know how many. They have 2 guitar players. I think those guys are great.
All the words, they were singing along. Yeah, it was a great fucking show. So yeah, hats off to you for turning me on to The Good, the Bad, and the Zugly. Podcasting does sell records or turn you on to concert tickets or whatever you want to say. But just a bit of background on what the guys were playing. So the 2 guitar players were playing Les Paul Juniors, the double cut TV yellows. I think they had the tortoise shell scratch plates on them. I didn't see what amps were playing. The main guitar player, I think he's the main songwriter along with the singer maybe. He did a lot of backing vocals. The backing vocals are very good. You obviously know like the lead vocals are quite screamy and shouty, and then the backing vocals are quite melodic with his band.
That's what makes it great.
And it came across really well live. The bass player was a bald dude. He was let's call him a big lad, carrying a bit of timber. He was playing like a sunburst P bass.
Big dude or fat dude, yeah.
Solid as hell, yeah. Great drummer. I think he was also doing backing vocals. The other guitar player looked a bit out of place. Stocky guy, and he had a cap on. All in all, very good. And then just a double show review here. So a few weeks before that, it was the night I arrived at the same club, but they seemed to cordon it off with a curtain to make a lot smaller venue. Okay. Jesse Malin was playing. Oh, okay. The only reason...
by the way, God bless Jesse Malin. Put him in your prayers. I donated. He's still... I don't think he's up and around yet.
I really wanted to go was because on the bill was supposed to be Tommy Stinson and Jesse Malin. When I got there, Tommy Stinson had stayed back in the US for some reason. Some other guy was supporting, can't remember his name. I had seen Jesse Malin tons of times when I lived in England, probably seen him about 10 times. So I wasn't that fussed, but I thought, I'm on holiday.
Yeah.
Let's enjoy this, go down there. He was really, really good. I had kind of jumped off the Jesse Malin train for a while.
No, every time I've seen Jesse Malin live, he's always put on a really good rock and roll show.
So I hadn't heard any of his new songs. Played a lot of new songs. He had a really good band, really fucking good.
They had that girl bass player.
And it's weird to think that he comes out, I don't know if you've ever seen him, but he comes out.
I've seen him about 3 or 4 times. I've seen Degeneration 2 or 3 times, and I've seen Jesse Malin about 3 or 4 times solo.
A crowd, and he sort of does his little dance in the crowd, and he sings in the crowd for a bit, and he runs on all the tables and all that kind of stuff. And he was standing right next to me and my brother during the show, and it's weird to think that now he might not walk again, and he had that stroke, which is it's devastating. Yeah. Wish him all the best.
Say a prayer. Say a prayer to the rock and roll gods. Jesse Malin has done a lot. Probably as much or more for the city of New York rock and roll music scene than anybody.
Really good show. I'm really glad I went. I was surprised by how good he was after seeing him that many times. That's about my show review. Great show as always. Keep it up. Speak soon. Bye.
Thank you, Paul Houston. I really appreciate it. You too can leave me a show review. Just record it into your phone like he did and email it to me, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. All right, I'm going to geek out a little bit on Good, the Bad, and the Zugly now. I have 2 of their albums. I think they only have 2 albums. Algorithm and Blues came out in 2020, which is fucking fantastic. Then their follow-up came out in 2022. I played Here Come. This album was, I think, in my top 2 albums on my top, my top albums of 2022 last year. I played Here Come the Waterworks, which is, such a great tune. Here's what I'll do. I'm going to play What's My Rage Again, and then I'll follow it up with Here Come the Waterworks. Thank you for listening, friends. I'll talk to you tomorrow, rockandrollgeek.com. I got an announcement to make about the Handsome Dick Manitoba East Coast shows as well. I'll make that announcement tomorrow because hopefully maybe something will change tonight, but I'll make that announcement tomorrow. So stay tuned for that. Rockandrollgeek.com. Send me an email, rockandrollgeek@gmail.com. Please keep the donations coming because without your donations, this show would die a horrible, putrid, stench-filled death. It's a value for values. You know what to do, friends. Rock and Roll Geek. Let's see. On the Facebook, it's R&R Geek. There's a great Rock and Roll Geek Facebook group. R&R Geek on the Twitter. Rock and Roll Geek on the Instagram. Don't ask. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Here's a twofer of the good, the bad, and the Zugly. I think they're from Norway. Maybe they're from Sweden. I think they're from Norway, though. What's My Rage Again, followed by Here Come the Waterworks. I'll talk to you tomorrow, friends. Let me back it up. I'll produce a little bad production here.
It's a rock and roll geek train wreck.